This is the HS Game Time Roundup with Pep Fernandez. Powered by Paradise Chevrolet Cadillac. Standards for excellence.
And welcome to the HS Game Time Roundup. I'm Pep Fernandez here at the San Bernardino Soccer Complex for the championship match of the San G Shootout. Redlands East Valley taking on Indio. The Wildcats have reached the finals of this tournament 3 of the past 5 years. First half, Rev on the attack, Taylor Davis the long throw. Josh Mobley gets ahead on it, but Indio turns him away at point blank. Later in the first half, Nick Mercado sizes up the free kick, but the Rajas once again dodge a bullet and boot the ball away. Second half, Rev finally cracks the cage. Davis the throw, and there's Mercado on the other end to give the Wildcats the 1-zip lead. But Rev's lead would not last. Indio with the corner kick, and watch number 17, Alex Briseno, squeezes inside and goes upper corner for the equalizer. So we go to overtime. Wildcats head coach Ted Small with some advice for his players.
Give everything you got in the first 5 to win. You understand?
Get the golden goal, and fast. Small's team listened. Just moments into overtime, Daniel Watson feeds DOMONIC CALDERON, whose shot squirts past the keeper and in for the game winner. Redlands East Valley is your San G Shootout champion, winning 2-1 in overtime.
Score in the first 3-5 minutes right away. Go after it fast, put every bit of energy you have, and fortunately we were able to put that together.
Looked down and I just thought to myself, I was like, I gotta make sure I score this for my team. I gotta make sure I win it for my team. And it happened. Once I got the opportunity, I didn't pass the ball. I just, I gotta take it. If I missed, I missed. If I made it, then I got happy. So.
And now it's on to girls soccer. The North Orange County Classic features a pair of local teams in the championship match. Corona hooking up with MURRIETA Valley. The two schools played to a scoreless draw through regulation, so we go all the way to an old-fashioned shootout. The Panthers would win the match 4-3 on penalty kicks, so Corona is your North Orange County Classic champion in 2011. Now it's on to the Kiwanis Club of San Bernardino basketball tournament at Arroyo Valley High School. Let's start the action with CAJON colliding with AQUINAS. Second quarter, the Cowboys' Aaron Johnson sticks the jumper, giving his team the 26-18 lead. Later in the second, Johnson rips down the rebound, then the wraparound pass to Bill Blevins for the bucket. CAJON on top 34-19 at the half. Third quarter, AQUINAS with the ball. Demetrius Overstreet to Brandon Williford, who finds Colin Brennan for the deuce. Then in the fourth, Overstreet calls his own number, goes all the way for the runner, but CAJON's lead would be safe. Call me old-fashioned, but it's not a game until Alonzo McCain works his way inside for the bucket. How about them Cowboys? They crush AQUINAS 71-40. Now it's on to Summit, squaring off with Pacific. Pacific's Ben Crawford finds Hanif Hill for the Pirates. He sticks the jumper, savvy. Then later, Hill doing work on the defensive end. The big-time block, arg. But the Pirates would have a tough time with the Skyhawks. Devon Alexander to Isaiah Taylor. Taylor made for the triple, count it. Then later in the second quarter, Alexander pulls up and knocks down the jumper. Then the play of the night, Alexander, the steal, goes behind his back to Taylor, who throws it down. Goodness! The Skyhawks soaring in this one. Alexander, the nice dish to Chris Palos for the lay-in. The Pirates, they walk the plank. Summit wins 73-46. Also from the Kiwanis tournament in San Bernardino and other winners bracket games, Redlands East Valley won better than Arroyo Valley 76-75, and Centennial of Las Vegas beats up on Rialto 80-49. The basketball action bounces down to Palm Springs, and that's where we find Chris ERCOLI with highlights from the MaxPreps Classic. Chris?
Hey everyone, Chris ERCOLI here reporting for HS Game Time from the second day of the MaxPreps Holiday Classic. Another close game for A.B. Miller today. They would go down to the wire against BRAWLEY at Palm Springs High School. Also COLTON in action against Dana Hills over at Cathedral City High School. But the game of the day for the IE would be King going against one of the top teams from Nevada in Silverado. King would be in a battle all game long with Silverado. Silverado would try to get a run going on the fast break as Ruben Jackson gets the bucket and the foul. King would come up big on the hustle plays though. After an offensive rebound, it's Chris Lott getting to the hoop and he gets the and one shot to drop. More from the Wolves. This time it's Lance Page. And if you're Silverado, not a guy you want to leave open for three, and he makes him pay. Silverado would stay aggressive. After a nice block shot by Maurice Jones, Justin Johnson is there to pick up his miss and go for 2 points. But King would reign in the end. It's a nice dish from Nico Turner to big man Brandon Kippinger for the lay-in. Devin Shallowhorn would put the game to bed with this nice runner in the lane off the glass. And the Wolves stay hot in tourney play, beating Silverado 78-68. A.B. Miller facing off with Brawley. The Rebels find themselves down big early to Brawley, but they would fight back. On the fast break, it's Tyree Edmondson dishing off to Josef Omenios for the bucket down low. Miller continuing their work in the paint. This time it's guard Turner Jackson dropping the pass into Adam Stanford for the lay-in. Usually when you attack the hoop, good things happen. And that's exactly what Miller keeps doing as Robert Gonzalez passes to Mitch Van Parts for the drive and dish. The run would continue for the Rebels. This time it's Turner Jackson nailing the three from the corner. But in the second half, Brawley would have just enough as they hang on to edge out Miller, winning 60-58. Colton going up against Dana Hills this afternoon, and the Yellow Jackets would struggle. Here it's Dana Hills' Alex Brown driving to the hoop for the bucket and the foul. Colton would try to fight back in the second half. It's Richie Ragu. Nice name and a nice jumper as well for the Yellow Jackets. Dana Hills would get right back to work. The Dolphins drop it into their big man Jack Clendenden for an easy 2 points. Then it's Dana Hills guard Hayden Frederick slashing to the hoop for the bucket off the glass. Colton would get a nice bucket late from Elbert Boyden, but they simply would not have enough in the end as they lose to Dana Hills 50-28.
And check back with the Roundup on Thursday for even more basketball tournament action. For the HSGT Roundup, I'm Pep Fernandez.